Wise or Stripe? Who's better? Today I'm going to help you figure this out by explaining all their differences. I'll cover the trust and credibility factor, features, fees and exchange rate, and customer support to find out who has the highest overall rating. So by the end of this video, you will know exactly who to choose. I'm not going to waste your time, so let's get straight into it. Let's start with the big question. Is your money actually safe with these fintech companies? Well, Wise is a publicly listed company in the UK, which means they're held to strict standards of transparency and accountability. Stripe, on the other hand, is a privately held company, valued at billions of dollars and backed by major investors. Wise covers 190 countries around the world, while Stripe operates in 46 countries, meaning both companies must follow local rules in each of the countries where they operate in, giving you that extra peace of mind. The big difference here, though, is that Stripe is primarily a payment processor for businesses, while Wise focuses on currency exchange and international transfers for both individuals and businesses. With Wise, your money is stored in major government-backed banks like Barclays, Citibank, and Chase, which is super secured, just without the government insurance backing. Stripe processes payments, but isn't designed to hold your personal money long-term. Instead, they transfer funds to your connected bank account. I've rated Wise a 9 out of 10 for trust and credibility. The only reason they lost that 1 point is because, unlike traditional banks, they aren't backed by the government directly. Stripe scores equally at 9 out of 10, having built a strong reputation processing billions of dollars in payments for businesses of all sizes, ranging from startups to Fortune 500 companies. So round one is a tie. Both Wise and Stripe offers multi-currency capabilities, but they function in very different ways. Wise lets you hold over 40 different currencies, with 23 of them having their own local bank account details. Stripe allows businesses to accept payments in over 135 currencies and pays out to bank accounts in 40 plus countries, but it isn't designed for individuals to hold multiple different currencies. A standout feature from Wise is their exchange rate alert system. You can set automated triggers to convert your money when rates hit your target. This is super useful if you're planning a large overseas purchase or wanting to lock in the best rate before your overseas trip. For everyday spending, Wise offers a physical debit card for a one-time cost of around $10, plus up to 3 free digital cards. Stripe recently launched Stripe Issuing, which lets businesses create virtual and physical cards, but these are for business spending only and not for personal use. Where Stripe pulls ahead is with their comprehensive business payment infrastructure. They provide everything from payment processing and subscriptions to invoicing and fraud prevention. Their developer-friendly APIs lets businesses customize the entire payment experience on their website and apps. They also offer Stripe Terminal for in-person payments and Stripe Atlas to help form a US company. Wise doesn't offer these extensive business tools at all. I've scored Wise a 9 out of 10 for features, deducting 1 point because it isn't available in all countries. Stripe scores an 8 out of 10, gaining points for their comprehensive business tools, but losing points because they're not designed for personal use and serve fewer countries overall. So Wise wins round 2. One of the biggest advantages of Wise over traditional services is how low their fees are for international money transfers. With Wise, you'll typically pay between 0.4 and 1.5% of the transfer amount, depending on the currency pair. Here's where they really differ. Wise uses the mid-market exchange rate, the fairest and most transparent rate available, like the one you'd find on Google, and then adds a small transparent fee on top of that. Stripe, on the other hand, charges 2.9% plus 30 cents per successful card charge in the US, with an additional 1% fee for currency conversion. For international cards, they charge an extra 1% fee on top of that too. So in my personal experience, Wise always has the best rate regardless of the currency pair or transfer amount. Plus, you can save even more with promotional fee-free transfer on your first £500 with Wise. So check out the link in the description to claim this exclusive bonus offer. For ATM withdrawals, Wise gives you 2 free withdrawals each month, totaling under £200. which can come in very handy. And as I said before, Stripe doesn't offer personal ATM access since they only focus on business payments. I gave Wise a 9 out of 10 for fees and exchange rates, as they're cheaper than other options most of the time and uses the true market exchange rate. Stripe scores a 7 out of 10 here. Their fees are competitive for what they offer, but for simple currency exchange and transfers, they're more expensive than Wise. Wise wins round 3. Customer service can really make or break fintech companies, and I've had some interesting experiences myself. With Wise, I faced a situation in April 2023 where 14 fraudulent transactions hit my card from an old DD rideshare account. Wise blocked them all, and although it took 2 months to get my money back, a bit longer than what I expected, I eventually received all of it. The process was smooth. All I did was enter my phone number, then they called me right away to help me block my card and submit my fraud claim. And then they help arrange for a new debit card to be sent out to me for free. For general issues, both Wise and Stripe offer support through multiple channels, with the big difference being Wise offers a callback service, which makes dealing with any issues much simpler. Stripe provides 24/7 email and chat support, plus phone support for active accounts. They also offer extensive documentations and developer resources. However, I have to say that a lot of users did express difficulties in reaching human support for complex issues. So I rated Wise's customer service a 9 out of 10, while Stripe scored a 7 out of 10. Stripe gained points for their comprehensive documentation, but lost points because their support is hard to reach. So Wise wins round 4. Despite my high overall ratings with both having solid reputations, neither option is perfect. Both services have limitations in availability. If you're in countries like Afghanistan or Russia, you won't be able to use Wise. Similarly, Stripe is only available to those businesses in 46 countries, leaving out many regions, especially in Africa and parts of Asia. These two companies struggle with different issues. Wise has earned a reputation for their strict account usage. They'll freeze or completely shut down accounts at the first sign of anything unusual, which can be a major headache if you rely on them for your finances. This appears as their most frequent complaint on Trustpilot. I've been through their verification process myself, and even though it's frustrating, providing the requested documents cleared things up for me right away, so I wouldn't worry too much if you're not doing anything shady. Stripe's weak point is their focus. They're simply not designed for individual users. Even though they offer great payment processing for businesses, they don't provide personal accounts, everyday banking features, or peer-to-peer transfers. Some small businesses also reported account holds or shutdowns that limited access to funds, which becomes really painful when you're managing cash flow. The final tally gives Wise 9 points overall and Stripe 8 points. While Stripe excels with their comprehensive business payment tools and developer-friendly platform, Wise is the clear winner for individual users and businesses needing simple international transfers with transparent fees. So who should you choose? I wholeheartedly recommend going with Wise. I've used them for over 7 years with no problems at all. And if you want help setting up and using Wise, you can click on this video next for a full tutorial on Wise.